Welcome to Questionable Fandom. I'm Alex.
I'm Casey. This is episode 20. Another special out-of-town episode.
And number 3 for the day.
Oh, gosh.
It's important.
Anyway, so this episode we're doing another something different since we won't be talking about our weekly stuff.
Yeah.
So
we won't see... Well, no, I guess I'll see you next weekend.
Yeah, it's fun.
For like 4 hours.
But the previous week we did a top 10 list of our top 10 comic book movies apiece, which was obviously several hours ago, not last week, but for you last week.
Yeah. And actually, I was kind of surprised how different our lists were.
Very different lists.
Given there's not that many options.
There's plenty of options.
I guess there's like 30 or 40.
We had nothing. We had some overlap. Not crazy to the overlap.
Yeah, we had like, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah. Nothing in the same place. I think the end of the Spider-Verse was close.
Yeah, it was like 2 off.
Yeah. And really, if I had made my Infinity War Endgame 1 like you did, it would have been 1 off.
Right.
It would have been like 4
and
or 5.
actually, your Endgame and my Endgame were 1 off.
Yeah.
Because you had it 3, I had it 2.
Yeah. So they're right next to each other.
Right.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Anyways.
This week, we're doing I don't even know how to describe it. We're going to be making a couple of characters for the new upcoming
Sentinels
of the Multiverse RPG game. Not necessarily as anything for the game.
Right.
Just as a proof of concept for sitting here rolling some dice, doing some character creation for an RPG, just kind of shooting the shit about it, see what we can make. So the background of the game is that we're making comic book characters.
Yeah, we're making superheroes.
And
kind of Silver Age-ish.
Sure.
It's a general theme of it, or feel of it.
Yeah, the game...
we won't be Silver Age, most likely.
So the game takes place as if the Dungeon Master is the comic book writer.
Actually, no.
Or the publication.
I kind of view it more as like the editor.
Sure, that's fair.
And everyone's, I mean, it's more of a collaborative storytelling style.
Yeah.
Because, like, one of the things you can do is, like, they call it an overcome action. It's like, it's not, I'm just going to use Superman because that's the first thing that popped into my mind.
Sure.
It's not him punching Lex Luthor necessarily as much as him disabling whatever doomsday device he's using.
Sure. And
there's a threshold that you got to get. Failure's never the only result in this game. But, I mean, you can succeed, then there's a succeed with a minor twist. It's like, okay, you destroyed the machine, but it blew up in your face and you're taking some damage.
Fair enough.
Kind of deal. And then there's also, like, the succeed with a major twist is, yeah, you destroyed the machine, but there's some alien creature that was powering it. Now you got to fight it as well. Yeah. Because it's rampaging.
So, like I said, it's essentially us making comic book characters with a guided sort of reference book that is the RPG book.
Right.
Now, to be upfront, we've never done this. This is completely live. Yeah, but it seems like it should go pretty simply.
Yeah, I got a little experience on it because I've listened to some podcasts where they've done it. Yeah. But I've never actually done it. I've glanced through the book.
Yeah, I'm interested to see while we're doing it here together at the same time, like how starkly different they can become on the same rolling table.
Yeah.
So we'll go through several steps here. So we'll roll some dice to see what background we have available for the character, like what his backstory is. Then that'll roll into the power source, whatever gives the character its power, the superhero. Then roll into archetype, which I'm guessing is sort of like, what do they mean by archetype?
Well, like a brawler, blaster.
Yeah, flyer, whatever.
Yeah,
healer.
Leader.
Yeah. Which will roll into personality. So if they're like, Deadpool versus Batman, if they're hyper and flamboyant, if they're nice, if they're broody, and then it'll run into red abilities, which I'm not 100% familiar with yet.
Well, a little bit it's called the gyro system. It's green, yellow, red, and out.
Gotcha.
Which green is basically like the start of the comic. The stakes aren't that high.
Essentially like your Goku thing. This is like him in his base form.
Right.
And then once the stuff
and then yellow
up, you start using some harder powers.
Stuff's getting kind of real. Yeah. Red is, if we don't finish this right now, we're fucked. Yeah. And then out is, Oh, you're dead.
Yeah. Then
Basically.
there'll be a little step for a little bit of retconning if we want to go back and smooth some stuff out to make the character work a little bit better. And then some health, and we'll be done.
Yeah.
So we're gonna roll a couple D10, and it'll give us a few options on our character's background. We can take one of the numbers that we rolled, or whatever the combination of the two numbers that we roll is.
Right.
What do you got?
Got a 7, a 10.
So 10, a 7, or a 17. I
Yep.
got a 7, an 8, or 15. So we probably shouldn't. Both of us probably shouldn't pick 7. What would you say?
And so I got the choices of academic, military, and interstellar.
Yeah. Academic, tragic, or exile. Far from your home in one way or another. Left your own accord. That's weird. I wonder. I don't want academic.
I kind of want to go interstellar.
I don't want
But military sounds like it could be fun. Man.
Interesting. Yeah, I kind of dig the system already. So we also are doing this with no pretense of what kind of characters to make.
Yeah,
I don't know what I want him to do. I'm gonna go with exile. So this guy exile left on his own. But a loner essentially.
yeah. I think I may actually go military.
So he gets.
That doesn't rule out space, but
So I get conviction and insight. So the guy is a loner and has had time to reflect on his different what?
just abilities we get here. Because military gives me leadership, self-discipline, and selective physical quality from the physical quality category.
Well, you only get to pick 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like mine's conviction, insight, or I get an information quality.
I just wonder where we're supposed to put these on the sheet.
Assume they're under abilities, like the green ability. That's what I assume.
Maybe?
Yeah, because it gives you the option of active, reactive, or inherent under ability.
I don't know, those are qualities. I go under quality. Go find the page with the physical quality. This would be so much easier with physical books.
No shit. I just opened a different tab myself with the same PDF file. Principles, quick reference.
Physical.
So, physical, you can pick aerobatics, close combat, finesse, fitness, range combat, or stealth. And under information, deep space knowledge, criminal underworld info, history, magical lore, medicine, otherworldly mythos, science. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with otherworldly mythos. He's an exile that's done some dimension hop, or at least dimensional research.
Yes, I went with range combat and self-discipline.
Oh, he's going to do quality. So
Yeah. And then there's a
die type.
spot to put the die. Yeah. So D10 on range combat, D8 on self-discipline. I'm liking that so far. Kind of maybe like a sniper type. I guess it's going to come down to what his power source is.
There. So I get a D10 and a D8, right? So insight. Yeah, we'll do it.
Do we rolled the dice that we just got assigned, right?
Yeah.
So I rolled D10 and a D8.
Yeah.
Instead of the 2 D10s
For
that I did the first time.
Yeah. And the next thing we're doing is
Power source. So we're not getting the multiverse as a power source.
What do you have to roll to get that?
20.
Oh, so we can't even get there.
Yeah. It must be possible somewhere.
It's gotta be.
Or you can't just create and just go through and pick.
But
that's boring. Well, I got a 6 and a 7.
I got a 1 and a 1.
Wow. So is it accident or training for you?
Well, you get 1 reroll per thing. I was thinking about taking a reroll.
Fair.
Although, I don't hate the accident. So he's got otherworldly mythos and insight. So he's an exile who's been exiled to these different dimensions, or at least loaded.
Yeah.
Maybe he got exiled to like a library where all he could learn about these other.
Or maybe he had an accident that.
That's what I mean. He had an
exiled
accident that got him into these things.
Yeah.
But he wasn't exiled by preference, or by choice, but by necessity. So I don't hate the idea of an accident just for the sake of structure, crafting a story structure. What were yours?
My choices are nature, relic, and curse. I'm thinking relic.
That makes sense. Military,
He
you got
picked
some
up-
sort of powered knife or suit.
Or he picked up a relic in the military, snatched him up. It's like, we're going to train you. You're going to be our superhero.
Sure.
So I kind of like Relic. I'm going Relic.
I'm going to go with Accident.
Don't know if he was given the Relic or if he had it and then got trained.
So,
let's see. Power source.
What is up at characters? X.
Man, his computer's so slow for me. I mean, I hit the change page and it takes a noticeable amount of time to change a page to load everything.
So, powers, so it says any athletic, elemental, energy, intellectual, material, psychic, or self-control. So what do we do with that power when we pick power source? It just says that, I guess we get to choose any of those.
In the background, so we get, I guess, a D8 and a D10.
What?
Well, it says, well, mine at least says assign all the dice you rolled at the end of your power step to any of the following powers. So I guess that means one's a 10 and one's a 8.
Is that what your power is? What power did you go with, Relic?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 10, 10, 6.
Well, no, this thing is assign dice you rolled at the end of your background step.
Oh, is that what it said?
So it's what we just rolled.
And we're assigning those to one of those powers.
Right.
Or two, right?
Yeah, I guess you may roll more than 2 dice.
But
These are powers, not qualities. It helps if I know how to spell.
Dude, you're terrible.
I really am. It's amazing I made it out of high school.
Not where we live, it's not.
Yeah.
Right, so power source, you roll the dice you gain, select the coordinate characteristics. So you receive the size of the dice you roll to determine provide you with so much detail.
Now, page 2. Oh, maybe I didn't go page 2 for trying to read the example.
He picked the interesting background. He's got a few qualities.
Let's see. Oh shit, we screwed up.
Yeah,
we skipped a step. We should have picked a principal.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
And I got ideal principles. I gotta go find that page now.
Right, so that provides you. So when I got exile, it gives ideal. So you only pick one of the principles.
Right. Right now you pick one. I think later on you'll pick a second one. But I don't know what page they're on.
They're at the very end.
Of course.
And see now it says 3.
I think we get a third die to roll. Okay. I got principle of ideal, I said?
That was mine.
I think it was mine as well. Damn it.
Yes.
Okay.
It's ideal.
What page is that on?
15. 13 in the PDF.
13 in the PDF?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean the principles?
Yeah.
Just go to 100. They're like, so we actually rolled 3 D8s for.
Oh, okay, I see. Ideals, principles, chaos, passion. Wait, does this tell us what the third die is?
Yes, it does. No, it does in your powers. Go back to your background. We just completely missed it.
Okay.
Like, I should have rolled. Mine's supposed to be 3 D8s. And yours, I'll just look yours up so you don't get some money right here. Yours is a D10 and 2 D8s. So you just have to add D8 to yours.
Okay.
Mine's 3 D8s. It's completely different. No accident. We do that. Although I have accident.
Well, I mean, you can just pick it.
Nah.
That is a valid option in this. This is great radio. Me digging through a dice bucket.
You can.
I can. I'm not.
I like the principle. I think they're very cool. So ideals. Principle chaos. You're unpredictable, free spirit, towering, intellect can't predict next, compassion, defender. So what kind of the accident? We haven't done that. So the guy has otherworldly expertise, right? So he's been across, or at least he knows about different inner workings about the dimensions. And the power, we haven't done power source, but I have principle of self-preservation. So he is in exile and learning about these things, but he's guided by his own self-preservation, not helping others. Obviously, he's in exile. It's not like he's going forth to defend the weak all the time. Oh, reluctant hero, if a hero.
I feel like I'm going to go principle of great power. Whatever relic he has is just... I'm keeping a relic.
Gotcha.
But wherever relic he has is...
Well, yours doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just added a die, so I'll fill that out later if I care. But that does mean I still got a D8 to assign to a power.
Do you?
Yeah, because I got 3 dice, so I should have 3 powers at this point.
I never assigned anything. So after we pick the principle, we would get a power source, right?
Right.
Okay. So I got 1, 1. So I can do accident.
Yeah.
And 5 and 7 well, the same exact ones except 5 and 6, which are mystical in nature. Mystical is actually probably fair for this guy, but I am going to go with that still.
I guess I'm going to go awareness for a power.
And I have 3 D8s to assign, so no matter what power, I just pick 3 powers, right?
Yeah.
So, elemental energy, intellectual materials. What are the sources?
If you look in the when it breaks down like what each power source is.
Yes.
So I have
assign
a
all
list.
assign all the dice that you roll 5. So I can get an athletic, an elemental, an intellectual, materials, and then you get 2 of the yellow abilities.
Right.
So there's a power quick with. God.
Yeah, there really is. Huh. That's interesting. There's one of the power or abilities I can do is Harvest Life Force, which is attack using whatever power I pick. Use my minimum dice, so when I roll the 3 dice, do whatever damage is the minimum. Then take damage equal to my mid die, but one nearby ally recovers health equal to my max. That could be neat. Magical Shield, which all these abilities and stuff we can rename.
Yeah.
They're just generic names. But I can do a reaction and defend an ally in the yellow or red using a single die.
I'll take intuition to go with otherworldly expertise. Actually, we'll take that.
Yeah, it's a magical shield, which I can defend an ally in yellow or red using, and pick my awareness power.
So you can make a shield.
Yeah, basically, I have more of you as like, hey, watch out, that dude's shooting at you, or that dude's about to shoot at you, so they have like that split second to take some cover. And that's more what I view that as.
Yeah.
Then I got momentary power, which it's boost using my intuition. I get a boost based off of my max die, and I hinder with my minimum, which I haven't quite pictured that one out, but I like it better than the Drain or the Harvest Life Force.
And those are your yellow abilities, right?
Right.
Not your actual powers.
Yeah.
What are your powers?
Oh, my powers. Let me scroll up and see what I took. I took Signature Weapon at a D10.
So you have a special weapon.
Yeah, I got some gun of some sort since I took range combat. Got something that shoots. Intuition and awareness. The intuition and awareness I view more as from the military training that he received. And he just got a powerful weapon. So you decided on your powers yet?
Yeah, he's got intuition, like I said, just from like for the extra dimensional type forces.
Right.
Like, he can kind of feel when people come or go or something weird is happening. Transmutation, so he can turn non-organic things into other non-organic things, as long as you follow the conservation of mass law. And then vitality, just like he's a little bit, stronger, faster, thinks better than just like a normal human. Some sort of like regenerative, quick healing sort of healing factor of a nature. I think of it more as like just say, I don't know, I spent a year in Dimension X or whatever, in that dimension it hardens your body or whatever, however you want to think about it that way. And I have to pick some abilities here. I'm thinking area alteration, like so with the transmutation I can hinder, say, if we're in a forest I can make all the trees grab enemies, just to hinder them.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I was just going to say, on my green abilities, I took draw power. So I just kind of, the way I'd see it is just kind of him getting in tune with his weapon.
Gotcha.
Kind of going into combat mode kind of thing. Because I'm thinking it's like some mystical artifact that he picked up, like some ancient Greek or something. I'll have to think of some myths and find one way I'd like to work on it with it.
So then I've got reflective burst. So whenever someone attacks this guy for the first time, like in a scene, and somebody just runs up on him and tries to ambush him, he has a immediate attack response.
Right.
And then I do I'll just do immunity. It has to be from an elemental. So
I think cosmic is a choice, which would kind of fit.
So cold, cosmic, electricity, fire, infernal. Infernal might be better.
Yeah, I actually was just thinking, I was like, maybe infernal.
Or radiant.
Yeah.
Or just like fire. Like what if he was just immune to fire for some reason? That would make fun sense too.
Yeah, actually, any of them really.
Yeah. When you dimension hop, the idea is that he's hop dimensions. It's like just has done stuff to him.
Right.
Again, it's by accident. It's not like you control it. Like, oh, I want to be immune to fire. Like that would be cool.
Yeah.
It's just like what it was.
It's like, yeah, I spent a week in hell.
Yeah.
It's like, well, where were you?
Hell.
Literal hell.
Yeah, he's gonna be immune to fire.
You know, brimstone, dudes with pointed horns, all that shit. I got my dice pool for archetype, which I'm going to roll 2d10 and a d6.
And mine's gonna be just 1d12 and 1d6.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. I kind of like that. I mean,
what?
You got these radically different dice than me.
And we're on to
archetype.
What page is it? What page of the document?
78.
Wow.
Well, 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So archetype. What you got?
I got a 3, 5, and 6.
That's a lot. I got 8 and 3.
Let's see. So my choices are Physical Powerhouse, Blaster, which is actually probably what I'm going to go with. Close Quarter Combat. Nah, doesn't really fit. Elemental Manipulator, Flyer, Sorcerer.
I have Sorcerer. It might be fun. I might do Sorcerer.
I'm thinking Blaster, just because I kind of built him as a range.
Yeah, I don't really want Sorcerer though. It's interdimensional. It's not necessarily sorcery, but another option.
Well, I mean, you can change the theme on it.
Yeah.
Just because it calls it Sorcerer.
Yeah.
You can pretty much change all the mechanic or the names of it. And we do get an unprinciple here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see that.
Just so okay.
So what? No, sorcerer. What powers do I get?
Let me get there and look.
Okay.
I was making a note of what principal category I'm in. Oh man, what kind of guy in marksman?
Wait. What's your principal category?
Esoteric.
That's what I got. Our principals are in the same category. It is. Isn't it?
I think I might have to take a retcon.
On.
Or a reroll.
Yeah.
Or actually, I could just straight up burn my retcon. Instead of Blaster, go marksman.
I don't think sorcerer is enough for me to just retcon it. Like I said,
Yeah.
I think that I kind of like the idea of like he does stuff that you can perceive as sorcery.
Right.
Like to him, it's not sorcery.
Yeah.
Like, you ask him, you're like, dude, you're a wizard. It's like, dude, no, wizards are here. No, I've never even met a wizard. Like,
yeah,
they exist, but that's not what I do.
Right.
I learned this from the Quagulans in Universe 634. Like, what do you mean? It's like, you just made fireballs. It's like, oh man, that's not swords. I didn't use them.
Yeah, because Blaster is like shooting energy from their hands.
Yeah.
And it's just not quite what I was wanting
I get
with the rest of the dice. So I'm going to burn my reroll and get the result I want.
Really?
Got 4, which is marksman.
Nice.
But I can also do shadow or robot cyborg.
Robot?
Or sidekick or minion maker. I'm going marksman.
Yeah, although they're kind of huge.
Which actually changes my principle.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because I'm now picking from responsibility.
Those are cool. The esoteric ones are also cool, though. I just found them. Principle, so the esoteric ones are destiny, principle of an energy or an element. So you have an affinity or a love for a certain element or energy. Exorcism, I actually already know which one I'm picking. Man, these are cool ones. Oh, man. That's actually a tough choice. No, it's not. But it kind of was. The 2 options I had down for the new principle were immortal, or time traveler. I was like, what if he time traveled, but not at all consciously?
That would be kind of neat.
But I think I might go with immortal. Not like he's a bajillion years old, just like dying's not something that he does.
Right. But you still got the page up with like the powers and qualities, the categories?
No.
Okay.
I can find it.
I can go find it real quick. I just gotta remember I was on the 82.
Or undead. Immortal or undead?
I could kind of see undead, like the first time he went.
Yeah.
That he effectively died.
Yeah.
That could be kind of cool. Damn it, I need to open another document.
I already have 2 and I kind of want a 3rd.
Windows being a bitch, but who here in the room is surprised by that? I said I was on 82.
Yeah, that's what the principles are.
Yeah, well, that's where the actual page 82.
Yeah.
So 36 of the document. Because marksman. Because I don't see a vehicle for this character, and I don't really see swinging.
Oh, there's options?
Yeah, those are two power options I have.
Really? Vehicle?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't really fit them.
No, I just meant in general, like, that's a cool thing that they did.
Athletic power.
Wait, so we have to pick powers from this. How many do we get? Just we assign the dice?
I'm assuming we just...
Assign dice to...
Yeah, assign one of the dice you rolled at the end of your power source step to signature weaponry power. That's for me. If you already have signature weaponry, either skip it or swap it with the die with one of your new dice. Assign one or more of the remaining dice. Assign any remaining dice with these qualities.
Oh,
so you're getting to pick two.
I just need to go to the long version of the...
Oh, yeah.
So assign one or more dice. Oh, one or more.
Well, I mean, since it's a list, you can pick more than one from that list.
Oh, okay. To any of the following, and then assign the remaining to any of these, so I can get powers or quality. I don't know.
Qualities.
Does it need more powers?
I don't like the power options I have.
What page is the powers on again?
Page 7 or 53, however you want to. Because on mine, I got to type in 53. Good. Information, mental, physical.
I actually like this. I'm taking a D6 in teleportation.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's a D6, so I like to think that's I know how. I'm not good at it. Well, again, it's not a magical spell. It's just I've picked it up. Some guys that knew how to teleport showed me.
Well, if it's been Sentinels, you were in the realm of Discord.
Yeah.
They're just bees that teleport.
Yeah.
You just picked it up from them somehow.
I hung out at a place where they did it long enough. I picked up the principles of the study. I have never mastered it, nor have I ever met someone to master it with. It's purely, you know what I mean, like when you
self-taught.
When you watch someone play baseball, you're like, well, I could swing the stick, right, and run the bases. You have no idea about different kinds of balls, like different kind of pitches or the hits or where you want to hit them to do whatever. Like you have no idea the strategy I had to do. It's like I physically know how to teleport.
I picked up medicine and I took my D6. It's like, he went through basic training. They're going to teach you how to triage wounds. He did not pay attention. Like, I don't need that. Yeah. There's medics. What am I ever going to do?
My other one's a D12, which is bigger than any of yours, So I can do that.
One of your scenes are going to be godlike on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what one it should be. I'm torn because I probably should put it to a power, like some power he's really good at. But I kind of think... Well, also, this is an option, too, which we haven't discussed because it hasn't mattered for you. If you take a die on something you already learned, it just upgrades it and you get the lower version to use on something else. I almost want to put a D12 in history, since he's immortal.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of the waste of the D12, but it's the most...
Oh, it makes sense for the character. At this point, I got one D10 left to pick. I don't know what to pick, because I did the D6 in medicine, did D10 in acrobatics. I mean, it kind of makes sense. But I just don't know what to do the last one on.
Could do illusion. You know what? Really, I should put the D12 in the teleportation, but nah. I like my idea better.
Yeah. I don't know. I could do gadgets on the D10 as a power. And that could just be being military secret project. They're gonna invest money in them. Part of me just doesn't like that.
What secret project? Gadgets.
But I could see it with the military background.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate it, and I like it more than any of the rest of my options.
I could also do a mental quality. Alertness is not that one.
Damn it. Okay, I get 2 green abilities. One's using a signature weaponry, and one's using one of my qualities. Interesting. I need to attack.
Are you going for your abilities now?
Yeah, I'm looking at my abilities.
I started to pick that last self-control.
I don't know, dual wielder, which is I attack 2 different targets, basically, or precise shot, or I don't get...
Precise shot should work for you, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, on that, I ignore all penalties, ignore any defend actions, and it cannot be reacted to. Like that shot's hitting where I want it to hit.
I just upgraded transmutation to the D12, so that's the thing he's badass at, is the transmutation. And put that old D8 into history.
I'm actually thinking I'm going to take spin and shoot, which is attack using the quality, which I'm thinking acrobatics, and defend using my men die.
So this is weird because my guy's not very offensive. He's kind of built around knowledge and like utility. Like I'm trying to take some stuff just for hindering people more than anything else. He's not a fighter, but one of the things I was kind of forced to take was a powerful blast. But the only power I have to attach to that powerful blast is vitality. Like just that I'm a little bit stronger than normal people. Like it's essentially just me punching someone. That's my powerful blast.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. You pretty much like put more you don't have a limitation of mentally holding yourself back as much because you know it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, oh shit, for me definitely.
Right. Okay. 2 yellow abilities using 2 different qualities. I get a pair of D10s for personality.
I need 1 more Chords of Magic, so it destroys all bonuses and penalties on the target and hinder it using your power. Field of Energy, attack multiple targets near each other using your power. Or Living Bomb, destroy a 6 or an 8 minion and roll that minion's dies. So I can just kill someone? Or I can turn someone into a Living Bomb. Now that makes sense with the transmutation.
Yeah, that really does.
It's a yellow.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take Exploding Ammo using ranged combat.
And then so choose an esoteric principle, which I picked, which was Immortality, and then I'll go to D10. Are you on the personality?
No, I'm still picking abilities. My yellow abilities, which I took Exploding Ammo, which is attack or overcome using ranged combat on an environmental target using max plus min. And if I roll doubles, take a minor twist. Okay, get your opinion on this. I'm thinking either Cold Shot, which is attack using a quality, create a boost for a non-hero using your max die, or Hair Trigger Reflexes, which is a reaction. When the new target enters close range, attack that target by rolling your single quality die.
So it was Cold Shot and
Hair Trigger Reflexes.
That is kind of...
Which the qualities I got to choose from is self-discipline, medicine, or acrobatics. That's where kind of the choices are coming in.
Acrobatics and Hair Trigger is not bad.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning towards. But Call Shot was kind of neat, but I don't know how to.
Yeah.
What quality to stick that on.
Gotcha.
I guess I'm going to go acrobatics with Hair Trigger. I gotta go pick a responsibility.
What is your responsibility to? It's kind of interesting. I dig this character creation. The podcast is going to be a little weird because we have dead spaces.
Well, that's going to get edited out.
I know, I'm saying, but a little bit. It might be a little up and down. But I do dig the character creation. Of course, at the end we can talk about the characters once you have a full idea. Because the more you add, I like it, the more it informs what you want to do.
Right. It kind of builds a story. I just gotta find the right page.
It's the very last set of principles.
No, of course. But some of these principles are like 2 pages and the other ones are like 5 pages.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't trying to do this on a potato. Principle of business. That fits my military character. Ooh, detective. That fits, right? Double agent. That's a possible.
I guess because of the military versus whatever the relic is.
Yeah. Principle of the sidekick.
There's other ones. This guy.
You mean I shouldn't be a sidekick?
Whose sidekick are you? Could make another goddamn character. Man.
There's principle of the team. But nah. I think I'm going to go double agent, which would be the military, but the relic is also speaking to him.
Yeah, I like that.
But there's some intelligence from it. Because out of the options, that's honestly probably about the best one.
I like that it's very different on what you can get. Like, I could have gotten 18 if I rolled, because I rolled a D12 and then, no, I rolled a D12 and a D6. Like, I could have gotten Reality Shaper, where I had, like, ways to just make things, like, all of his ability, all the Reality Shaper abilities affect the way that other people roll dice.
That's kind of cool.
Or, like, 19 is Divided, where your character can become sort of like a Jekyll Hyde. Like, you can gain a transformation, or...
Oh, yeah. Or, like, the Hulk.
Yeah, or you can have... There'll be, like, 2 of you, and you can merge, like, different personality sort of deal, or an uncontrolled thing.
That's kind of cool. I mean, part of me wanted to do like Minion Maker, but nah, it didn't fit with what the roles were.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind doing that, but
Oh, personality. This one's gonna make the characters.
this is so painful.
What?
This computer.
Mine isn't the fastest as far as like from the connection and the just the documents.
All right, I'm up to personalities. I'm getting a pair of D10s. I don't know what you're getting.
Pair of D10s.
Yeah, interesting. So I got 7, 10, and 17.
Oh my goodness, mine are terrible.
So I got stalwart, alluring, or naive.
I like stalwart or naive.
I'm gonna go find those on their pages, the more detailed page.
Yeah. Mine has. If I don't take a reroll, I have no option. These are my 3 options. You tell me which one's my only option. Impulsive? Does this character sound impulsive?
Not really.
The other one is fast talking.
Nah.
And the middle one is sarcastic.
I could kind of see
I could see the start. I'm like, I can only really see the sarcastic one. Like, could you imagine that guy being impulsive? Like what I've said previously, he's an exile that's impulsive. That's a bit.
Yeah.
Or can you imagine the tragicness of freaking being immortal and fast talking? Ugh, it sucks. I actually might take a reroll because it would be much more in my wheelhouse to be like apathetic or decisive or analytical or stoic or inquisitive or distant. Distant would be great, actually, obviously.
I mean, you can always switch styles and just pick one.
I could. I don't really want to.
Yeah.
Let me read sarcastic and make that.
That really doesn't tell you shit.
Oh, you just make up a quality based on your hero's backstory and give it a D8. Yeah.
It pretty much gives you your out ability.
Gotcha. I actually am going to take a reroll. You took a reroll, I'll take one.
And I guess I'm just going to be stalwart.
I got 2, 4, and 6. So I got natural leader, mischievous, and distant. I think distant is the
quality.
Distant.
But what quality should I go with?
It's fun.
At least his status die is going to be easy for me. It's always a D8. Quality based on backstory. I guess this comes down, did he find a relic? Or was he given a relic?
I think find is probably better.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. He found it and the military just kind of snatched him up.
This is how you get your status down, right?
Yeah, because if you look, it'll tell you. Yeah.
And we get a free quality.
Right, which is to fit into the background theme.
Yeah. And it's
stupid Irish. Pulled up legendary weapons from myths.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm going to hit the Irish.
Sure.
They're old swords and a spear.
Of course.
Stupid Irish. I mean, the Vikings are old swords, or Norse, but that was expected.
I'm going to go with creativity.
For?
My quality.
Oh.
Because of the transmutation.
Okay.
And just the idea that he's experienced much more than...
Yeah.
Like, I think creativity and transmutation go together. He's essentially an alchemist in a dimension.
Trying to think of a quality for him.
I don't know. Tech or magical lore. Conviction's not bad.
You're looking at the list of qualities.
Yeah. Do you have close combat?
No.
Do you have range combat?
Yes.
Okay. Close combat wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I mean, close combat would fit with military.
Or fitness. Or imposing. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Close combat wouldn't be bad.
No, it really wouldn't.
Do you ever figure out what the relic was?
Nope.
No.
I'll figure that out in a minute. Yeah, I mean, close combat fits with the military training.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes my out ability defend an ally using one of my power die. What's your out ability?
Boost an ally up to whatever my red status die is.
Okay. 2 red abilities from the next.
Yeah, let's get 2. No, everybody gets 2 on the roof.
Yeah.
What type of transmutation? Because I definitely have to pick away.
Actually, I may change close combat to military training. Just do a blanket.
Fair.
I looked at the example, and the example they had was time lost sheriff, because they were pretty much creating Chrono Ranger.
Gotcha.
So I feel like that's probably more of what they're looking for there. And it can be a bigger catch-all if I were to play this character. Have you seen a section for signature weaponry?
I think it's just GM's discretion.
I mean, they got some, like, I guess maybe they don't. I think Hallmark is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see one where it's attack using signature weapon, then at least one bonus. Holy shit.
What?
Charged up blast, attack using signature weapon, and at least one bonus. Use your max mid and min dice. Destroy all your bonuses, adding each of them to his attack first, even if they are exclusive. Oh, I know what I'm taking then.
Yeah, that is going to be impenetrable defense and summon.
Okay. I'm just wondering the justification on summon allies.
It's just transmutation, is all it is.
Oh, okay. Using transmutation to...
Yeah. It's just, I think of it as like...
You're recreating, like, allies you've made along the way.
Yeah, well, it's like stone. It's like either if you just touch the ground and started making stone golems or something to defend yourself. It's just like there was an anime with some transmutation that I took the idea from where it's like when you transmutate things, you're not supposed to create life.
Right.
But like it's a red ability. It's like
yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like I'm novice as an animator you're thinking of, but Seven Deadly Sins, Diane. She created the golems, but until she created them based off of people she knew, they really weren't worth a damn.
Yeah. Well, these are like just minions. They're just like the D6 minions that you create. I think of it just as like that thing where it's like sort of the same thing as it's like based on the knowledge. It's like you use it the first time and the guys that you're with in the story who don't know you that well, they're like, "What, you can create like living beings?" Like, yes, I can physically create them. It's super dangerous and it's not a good practice to hold. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Putting life where life wasn't meant to be is not generally what I consider a fun time. But if you got to do it to get out of a situation, you got to do it to get out of a situation.
Yeah, the second one I attack is Ultimate Weaponry. This boost using my weapon. Using the max die for the boost. Boost is persistent and exclusive. I then attack using my mid die plus that boost. Which I need to name all these abilities. How do we determine hit points now? Okay, now we can retcon, or depict both your red abilities. So we can swap any two dice within your powers, swap any two dice within your qualities, choose a different power or quality used in one of your abilities, add any D6 power or quality from any category.
But it's only a D6.
Yeah. Increase your red status die by one size, and change your the principles to any air principle. Gain an extra red ability. I like the dice on my ability, on my powers and quality. So I'm not going to do either one of those. Don't feel like changing the power or quality. I'm fairly happy on those. I don't feel like adding a new ability. But I don't know what I would add. So I'm thinking I might change my red status die. But maybe I need to go find a weapon.
Yeah, I don't know if I want... I definitely don't think I want another red.
Yeah, I don't want another red ability. I'm happy with the two I have. Then I don't know what I would add.
Yeah, but you can change either of your principles to any other principles with self-preservation and immortality. I think that those are fine. Those kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Swap, choose the power quality, use an ability. I don't care about that.
Nah. I was thinking I could just do Archimedes' Death Ray. Like all the stories had it wrong, where it was like basically a laser gun. But nah. I could just do Apollo's bow, but I don't want to be a bow guy.
Yeah. So we're just going to add absorption. Limited amounts of absorbing different energies and being able to reuse them.
Yeah.
And then health, you add up the following numbers. 8, and then the next one go your red status down. 14, athletic. Mine actually seems... What are you doing?
Trying to find a relic.
I'm almost sad that they didn't do some sort of naming chart.
Well, I mean, they're trying to give you freedom there.
Yeah.
I think I may actually just go with the Astra. I might come up with some name for it, but it's something from Hindu mythology.
Interesting.
I don't know, I'll think about it a little more. But I think I'm just going to increase my red status die by one size. What did you pick for the retcon?
I got absorption power.
Okay.
Would you like me to tell you how to get your health?
You can.
Oh, I already did mine.
8, The maximum value of red status die
which is
be 10, so 18 there. 1 athletic power and mental quality.
I know you have
Or the athletic powers, or mental, I guess.
I know you have your combat. It's one of the highest one, right?
Well, it's saying powers, not quality.
Oh.
Mental quality. I may have it.
Athletic powers are agility, speed, strength, and vitality.
Don't have any of those.
And mental
qualities.
Alertness, conviction, creativity, investigation, and self-discipline.
I got self-discipline.
What is it?
It's a D8.
Okay, so you've barely skated by.
So it's
24?
26.
26, right? Yes.
8, 8, 10.
Yeah.
And then I can take a 4 or roll a die.
Oh, I missed that part. I gave myself less health than I should have.
I'm gonna roll.
Me too.
You got a 7.
I got 6.
Nice.
My health went up.
So I was at 26, so it's 33.
It's 20.
Let's see. My max health is 33, so 33 to 26 is green. 25 to 13 is yellow. And 12 to 1. 33 is not bad. Because 40 is the max.
Yeah, mine's 28. It was 22 at first. I was like, man, it's gonna be.
Man. Someone looked at you and knew it fell.
Well, the whole point is not to. I don't think he's a very fighty character.
Right.
He's a loner. I like to think of him as like a guy who doesn't. I don't know, it's by accident. I wonder if I should say that the teleportation at a D6 is him. That's actually the way that he gets from. He's actually going through dimensions.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured that.
But it's just not. It's not his control, really.
I mean, he can, if he tries, which is basically you rolling the die.
Yeah.
He can teleport and stay in the dimension.
Yeah.
He can just teleport 50 feet or wherever he needs.
Yeah.
But it's also likely to end him up in a different dimension.
Yeah.
Or reality.
Actually, I like that. I like that idea better. Of like, oh, I'm not that good at teleporting. It's not like I'm not that good at teleporting from place to place like a bad Nightcrawler. It's like, man, we really need to go on the other side of that wall, but we can't break through it. Can you teleport us over there? It's like, man, we could end up in a hell dimension. It's like, what? Wait, I didn't know that those were the consequences. It's like, it's a really it's not a singular plane level of teleportation. It's completely interdimensional. It's not the same. It's not what you think it is.
Right.
I actually like the idea that he developed his transmutation abilities through teleporting places that he couldn't get out of. Like, into too much brush, trees, blocks, buildings, different spaces in the other dimensions.
Right.
Like places he was not able to do things or move or breathe, so he had to learn how to transmute things into oxygen and breathable forms of air and shelter. Like it's a complete self-preservation type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like what I ended up with. Still gotta figure out the relic. That's just something I can do after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he found his relic, and then the military just picked him up and been training him. I finally have sent him out into the world, but the whole time he was being trained, the relic was telling him stuff and actually kind of teaching himself as well how to use it some.
Save the little sheet.
I guess we could just go on and wrap up this episode.
Yeah. I don't know how great of an episode it was, but I had fun doing it.
Yeah.
Well,
put it out there and see what happens.
Yeah.
So I want to do the outro stuff.
Even though I tried to save this fillable PDF and it just blanked everything I wrote, so.
So you just lost your character?
Yeah, I can remake it. I know everything is off the top of my head, but.
May have had some Casey luck.
This is what it is. Anyway, if you have any comments or ideas about this episode, you can hit us up at qf.mailbag@gmail.com. And we are on Facebook at Questionable Fandom Podcast. Questionable Fandom on all other social media platforms. And we have a Patreon under Questionable Fandom. Next week we should be back to what we normally do, just much more casual, not necessarily on this type of topic.
Yeah, and we'll have hopefully 3 weeks of interesting stuff to talk about.
Yeah, but that's going to be it for us this week. Just tune in next week.